continuing on with this Fantômas set, number 332, the Masters of Cinema series, is Fantômas Unleashed from 1965. Fantômas, as you can guess, is back, and this time he has kidnapped the world's top scientist to help him in his latest criminal endeavour. As chaos spreads across Europe, it's up to journalist Fandor and the perpetually inept Juve to chase the masked man from Paris to Rome, only to be humiliated consistently by Fantômas. Comes hot on the heels of the first part in 1964. It takes things that were super popular and really ramps them up. You've got bigger locations, you've got way more gadgets and disguises. The comedy is broader and more prevalent in this edition, and there's kind of higher energy set pieces. Some things I really like, some things I wasn't as keen on. Now, the humour was one of those things that just landed really well with the first one. Louis de Funès was terrific as Juve, and his comedic personality really came on after Fantômas and really started to get those comedic hits, and they lean more on him this time around.
C'est pas vrai.
And it feels a little bit too much. More than anything, I felt like I liked Juve. His comedic interludes were fun, but here they are more. And that is the driving narrative of the film. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. There's lots of things to do with gadgets. And to be honest, these things really have terrific payoffs. And they've got really fun moments, particularly the hand, which I found to be actually quite funny. There is also a wonderful set piece in the middle where we have Fantômas disguised as someone. We have the someone who's there as well, and we have Fandor and Juve, and it just becomes this real slapstickish comedy chase around this place where they're never quite sure, is that the right old guy? Is that Fantômas? Is that Fantômas? Is that the real guy? What's going on? And it becomes really kind of funny. It's the comedy of incompetence, as these guys can get 90% of the way there, but they just can't quite get the last 10% to really nail this guy.
Ça me fait tout drôle.
Et voilà!
And it really shows you Fantômas as the supervillain, the showman. He isn't just committing crimes, he's performing them. His flair, his theatricality, it becomes part of the fun. And I love that aspect of it. I like these films that focus on the mastermind, the criminal intent who just can't quite get world domination, but he's always going to come back and try again. That's something I can really kind of appreciate. The Italian set piece really adds a little bit of visual difference there, kind of creating that sort of bigger than just a story it was in France in the first one, and expanding the world a little bit, which was really good. The relentless sense of comedy they really forced in the film, for me, was a bit of a negative. It was too much. I wanted more of Fantômas. I wanted more of the action set pieces. The comedy balance in the first one was right, and I just feel like they kind of latched on to the fact that it was a big draw and really pushed it in the second film here, which, to be honest, is still fun. It still has that 1960s spy influence, which is something I really love. It leans a little bit harder into the Bond-esque parody, secret bases, mad scientist, international intrigue, but within the world of Fantômas, which is still something I really kind of love. And I'd love to know if this was conceived as a trilogy of films or if it was just a success that kept building on it. Either way, this was a colourful, fun, interesting film, but not as good as the original Fantômas. Now, this has both Fantômas 2 and 3 on the one disc. Let's dive in and have a quick look at the extras. here we are in disc 2 of Fantômas. We have the Fantômas Unleashed with the original French soundtrack with the home video mix and a commentary by David Callett. Then we have Fantômas versus Scotland Yard with the theatrical mix, the home video mix, commentary by David Callett, the trailer for Fantômas Unleashed, and the trailer for Fantômas versus Scotland Yard. That's the extras for Fantômas Disc 2. So there we have it. Fantômas Unleashed is louder, sillier, and strangely more confident than its predecessor. It's pure pop cinema that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It's less restrained, and I think that causes some issues along the film, making it more cartoonish and losing a bit of the charm that was there in the first one. I'm hoping this is going to be a nice setup before the more extravagant finale, which of course you see me talking about next when I watch Fantômas versus Scotland Yard. But I'd love to know your thoughts on Fantômas Unleashed. Let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff, and in the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.